I am today standing here before you in spite of the advice and request from friends and colleagues not to do so. Yet I am doing so because I feel that we will be doing the greatest harm by this resolution to the Congress organization. It is not a pleasant thing for me to do this. I consider it a painful duty. If I have to serve the Congress and the nation usefully in whatever years of life are left to me, I think I must see that clean methods are employed and that we do not stifle our conscience, or that an atmosphere of fear, which I see hanging around everywhere, should not continue anywhere. I find many of my friends and colleagues being afraid of voicing their honest view. When they meet me, they are very much displeased with some of the decisions or some of the actions of the Congress. But when it comes to facing the authorities and telling them so, they are afraid. When I ask them why they do not do so and speak instead behind the backs of the authorities, un- unnecessarily creating a bad atmosphere. They tell me specifically, what can we do if we cannot get an election ticket? My friends, I do not believe that such people can be expected to possess strength or courage in any critical situation. I am not expecting everybody to give up everything in order to assert himself and his conscience. If that is expected, it would be wrong. But if one stifles one's conscience, I feel that one loses one's manhood. That is what I feel. That does not mean that everybody should feel the same. Please do not think that I am trying to arrogate to myself a greater measure of conscience and feeling than all of you have. That is not my function. That is not my purpose. But there are political considerations and considerations of utility involved. Duties are sometimes forgotten. That also is an experience in human society, and more so in political bodies. The Congress to which I have the honor to belong has been the one institution and the only one, not only in this country but in the world, for whose ideals I have such respect and love that I cannot have the same for any other body. I do not think and other institution has such ideals and such principles governing it, and that is why the Congress has become so strong or has remained strong and has the confidence of the people to a very large extent today. I hope it will continue to have it in future. If this country is to be assured of its safety and progress, if it ceases to follow these ideals and principles, if we allow this world of fear to surround and to stifle our capacities. I am afraid this Congress of ours, in spite of its glorious heritage, will have a miserable end if it is only the Congress that breaks down and the country survives. I would have no regrets, for after all, It is the country which matters and not a particular political institution. But when that institution is an instrument of the progress of the country, and when a man like me is convinced that if the Congress loses its hold over the people and the people lose their confidence in it, the country will suffer and will decline. It never went down completely in the past, but it can do so completely in the future in a short period after getting one government for the whole of its territory for the first time in its history. It is for this reason that we in the Congress owe a duty to the country. We owe a duty to the Congress to see that correct methods are used in our work. That is why, after a lot of hesitation, I am speaking out. The cause of my hesitation is that it is not always right. One should discard the advice of valued friends whom one respects, and I respect them whether I am respected by them or not. Hence, real service to the country is essential. To the manager, Tempo Service, Bombay. Dear sir, as you are aware, we purchased a van from you a few days ago. You promised before the purchase that the van would give a distance with small quantity of fuel. You also assured us that all the spare parts of the van are cheaply available in the market. It was also said that the condition of the van is very good. In the circumstances mentioned above, we were obliged to purchase the van, but we are very sorry to state that the material used for the body is like a dustbin and cannot withstand the strain of speed. Further, it may be stated that the metal used is of a very inferior quality, resulting in the formation of rust and holes. In addition, we would like to bring to your notice that your spare parts are very costly when compared with other similar parts. You seem to have a tendency to make quick money by fixing abnormal prices for these parts. We are sorry to state that the matter would have to be taken with the authorities of Monopoly Trading Act. If you do not reduce the prices within a short period of time, your local branch is not treating the purchasers with courtesy. Your salesmen here are very negligent and force to purchase other parts which are not required by the purchaser. This is a most unsatisfactory state of affairs. We would request you to advise them to treat the customers with due sense of duty. The performance of the vehicle is not up to the desired standard. Under the circumstances, we are constrained to inform you that you have to take proper action to remedy the said defects and assure the public a better deal. Yours faithfully.